Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy 8Poncho, back at you again with another video. Now, this next story that I'm about to get into hasn't really had much coverage, and I'm a little bit shocked actually that it hasn't really had much coverage so far because it's quite a high profile case. Now, for the little coverage that it has had, it's been reported that Harlem Spartans members are currently on trial for a shooting that took place on Halloween in 2018, and police believe it's in retaliation for the murder of Latwaan Griffiths, aka SA. I just want to take this time out just to say rest in peace to SA. My thoughts and condolences go out to anybody who's been affected by the situation. And I did cover the Latwaan Griffiths case. I'll leave that link down in the description. Feel free to go check that out to add a little bit of context to this video. Also, I don't actually know which Harlem Spartans members are involved, but one of the names mentioned is Harlem Davis, also known as Biss, who sadly lost his life not so long ago. And I just want to take this time out as well to say rest in peace to Biss, and my thoughts and condolences go out to anybody who's been affected by the situation. So again, if anybody does know any of these names, I'd appreciate if you can let me know down in the comment section below. So, on the 22nd of May 2019, the first court appearances were made, and it's been reported that the court heard a drill rapper shot a rival gang member on Halloween wearing a mask and a bright orange wig. Daryl Ako was blasted by Imran Ibrahim, 21, outside Chicken Shop on Loughborough Road in Brixton in a revenge for an earlier gang killing which is believed to be the murder of Latwaan Griffiths, aka SA. Ibrahim, along with Dunwan Newman, 20, Daniel Higgins McLeod, 19, and Harlem Davis, aka Biss, 19, Tariq Crooks, 21, are accused of involvement of the attack. Crooks was also involved in a shooting on the 2nd of September when a rival was left with a bullet lodged in his chest, it's claimed. He left his phone on at the time of the first attack, allowing police to track his movements, and drove a car with a distinctive broken headlight in the second shooting, making it easy to pick out on CCTV. In the first shooting, on the 2nd of September 2018, Luke Sullivan and Rial Morrison were attacked in Battersea when they were approached by two men on the Winstanley estate wearing balaclavas, carrying a gun and a knife. Rial Morrison was shot point blank in the chest, but Sullivan managed to escape and alert police. The gunman is quoted as shouting, "I want to shoot him again," as he ran off, and surgeons later removed a bullet which had gone through the victim's lung and lodged in his chest. Prosecutor Robin Sellers said that both attacks were motivated by gang rivalry between two local gangs, Harlem Spartans and 150. He went on to say the four men are known to be a part of Harlem Spartans musical collective, and some of them have even become semi-professional rappers. The court was then told Harlem Spartans were obsessed with the legacy of former member Latwaan Griffiths, who was stabbed to death in a quote-unquote ride-out in 150 territory in 2018. So this backs up the rumour that was going around that Latwaan Griffiths was going to go on a ride-out, which I did explain in my other video. It was only rumoured, but now the prosecution is using that in their court case. The prosecution then went on to say, evidence of specific motive is found in a series of YouTube videos of drill rap music created and distributed by members of the Harlem Spartans music group. He goes on to explain to the court the events of what happened surrounding the shooting, saying, on the night of the 31st of October 2018, Mr. Ako was in the area of Loughborough Road. He walked towards the chicken shop through an estate known as Angeltown. It's the Crown's case that Chicken Shop is in an area to be the territory of a gang known as 150. At roughly the same time, we know the defendant, Tariq Crooks, was driving his mother's Vauxhall Astra. It is driving down Loughborough Road and it stops and reverses, and the Crown says this is because one passenger of the vehicle had seen Mr. Ako. It stops, it reverses a little, and then it heads off and goes down to the left. Jurors then watch footage of the car stopping outside of the chicken shop, as well as CCTV video of the shooting, showing a man in a white mask with orange tufts of hair sticking from either side. Mr. Seller continued, Mr. Ako goes into the shop and spends some time. The Astra pulls up to the shop and one man gets out. The Crown say that that man is Imran Ibrahim. He's wearing some sort of mask that covers his face and a wig. You can see the orange outcrop. After all, it is Halloween. He approached the doorway of Chicken at the time Mr. Ako was leaving the shop. Ibrahim pulls out the firearm and then shoots at Mr. Ako. He discharges the firearm at relatively close quarters, but what he does is ultimately wound him in the right arm. Mr. Ako ran from the scene and can be seen on CCTV being chased by the other individuals who decamped from the Vauxhall Astra. One eyewitness heard one of the chasing men say, shoot him again. Prosecutor Mr. Sellers told the jury how although four of the men had turned off their phones before the incident, Crooks had not, allowing police to track his movements. He continued, upon his arrest, Mr. Crooks made the unsolicited comment that he was present at the scene as he was driving friends to collect some chicken. When as one of his friends left the car, they were confronted by a male and there was an argument. Once taken into custody, Mr. Crooks stated that on the night he was at a party and became hungry, so he googled chicken shop to find the nearest. He then took the others in the car whom he did not know, though he thought they might be gang members. He suggested that Mr. Ako was seen to be brandishing something in the chicken shop that may have been a knife before he was shot. The court had heard that Crooks did take part in the shooting, as on the CCTV footage, the car was shown with a distinctive defective broken headlight. The weapon that was used was later proven through forensics to be the same that was used on the Halloween attack and the attack that happened on September the 2nd. Crooks was taken into custody on November the 1st, arrested after the car was identified by police. He later said in a statement that he had been paid £20 to take the others but was unaware that there was a gun present. Crooks of Linden Court Penge, Davis of Lambeth Walk, Lambeth, Ibrahim of Astral Street, Elephant and Castle, Newham of Square Oak, Stockwell, and Higgins McLeod of Denmark Road, Camberwell, deny attempted murder, causing grievous bodily harm, and possessing a firearm with intent. Crooks further denies additional counts of attempted murder, assisting an offender, causing grievous bodily harm, and possession of a firearm with intent. And I'm pretty sure that's regarding the event that had happened on the 2nd of September. Then, on the 15th of January 2020, yesterday, another court appearance was made. Again, the prosecution explains to the court details of what happened on the 31st of October 2018, but this time, more details emerge. It's now heard that Darryl Lacoe was being chased specifically by Don Juan Newman, but had lost him in the alleyways approaching St. George's Hospital. And it's also been revealed that Harlem Spartans members wielded a .32 automatic caliber self-loading pistol. Robin Sellers had said, "The Crown alleges that Mr. Newham was present at the shooting that took place on Halloween, and as a result of his participation, he is charged with attempted murder, grievous bodily harm with intent, and possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life." It would appear that the driver would take various members of this group to locations to carry out whatever it was they intended. This group was called the Harlem Spartans. Harlem refers to an area of New York, and Spartan to a particular film. The Vauxhall Astra pulls up outside the chicken shop, and 4 males climb out of it. He then goes on to say, one of the males in the lead can be seen wearing a mask. He appears to have a hat on and perhaps a clown-style orange wig. The Crown say that this individual is Imran Ibrahim. He approaches the threshold of this chicken shop at exactly the same time as Mr. Oko has been served and approaches the door. Mr. Ibrahim produces a gun and shoots at what could only be described as point-blank range. The Crown say that one of the individuals who was in the area and saw Mr. Ibrahim shoot and then chases Mr. Oko was Mr. Newham. It appears that there were some people who were hanging outside of the pub. One of the people heard the men who were chasing saying, "Shoot him. Shoot him again." The whole incident had happened just under 2 minutes. Another male, Quartermaster Ian Gulavasi, 21, is said to have stored the .32 caliber self-loading pistol used in the attack between the 1st of September 2018 and 21st of January 2019. The prosecution does not claim he was in the car or part of the attack on Halloween. Gulavasi of South London denies possession of the .32 automatic caliber self-loading pistol and possession of 3 unfired bullets with intent to endanger life. He also denies alternative lesser counts of possession of the prohibited weapon and of ammunition without a license. Newham denies attempted murder, grievous bodily harm with intent, and possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life. And that's all the information that's currently out there surrounding this trial. If there is any updates, I'll let you guys know. Now, it's very interesting that a shooting can take place on a main road when there's probably other people around, and it not even really reach mainstream media. Now, granted, once the case is over, it might reach the news, but I thought I'd bring it to you guys as I've literally just found out about it myself. What's also interesting is that the prosecution is now saying that SA did in fact go on a ride out, and they're using that in the case. So, like I said before, it was only rumoured, but now again, if the prosecution is using it, clearly there's something there to say that SA did in fact go on a ride out. But again, there isn't much information out there, so I can't give you specific names and who is involved because I don't actually know, so I would appreciate it if somebody does know, if they could let me know down in the comment section below. And again, if there is any more information that does come out, as always, I'll keep you guys updated. But let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section below. Give the video a little like. If you want the latest drill, street and music news out of the UK, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's been your boy, Poncho, and I'm out.